field advantage. Hey, be sure and visit our website at MissouriSportsNetwork.com. Also, check out our pages at YouTube and like our pages on Facebook. It's one over 17.5 million hits here in our third year. This is Season 3, Episode 4. We go north to the home of the Cardinals, Tipton High School, defending state champions, and head coach Jason Culpepper. Coach, thanks so much for your time today.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
And not unfamiliar to the Missouri Sports Network. I had your team on last year following the state championship. This year, kind of just rolling along, 11-2. Talk about the season up to this point, a tremendous start.
Yeah, the girls have really started off right where we kind of left off from last year, and this, we've had a couple close losses here. One to Skyline, at Skyline by 5, and then we lost Friday night in double overtime, El Dorado. And then we've had some really wins along the way too against ranked teams like Cairo and California, Max Creek. So we've had some really good wins in there too. It's been a really good start to the season.
Coach, you coming off of a state championship, a year ago. What did you have to replace due to graduation, and who's kind of maybe stepping into some of those roles?
Yeah, we graduated a lot last year. We had 6 seniors. We had 3 senior starters, and we had, Breyer, who was a 3-time All-State post, who was a 1,500 rebound player. We graduated our 4-time All-State point guard, Myra Class, who was 2,500 points scoring for her career. And we lost Brett Cox, who was Breyer's sister, who started as a power forward for us. And then we lost Olivia Wolf, and we lost Josie Dykes and Paige Whitman. So we lost a lot of seniors for us last year that did a lot for us. We did return Charlie Bailey and Courtney Edwards here, who I have with us, and then we had some freshmen last year that were pretty good and just not quite good enough to beat out those seniors last year. So we had some kids waiting to replace them.
Well, you talk about the 2 young ladies sitting next to you and part of our Lion of Labor's Local 663 teams of the week here, and talk about Charlie a little bit and what she does for you, and then we'll visit with her.
Yeah, Charlie, she's a junior point guard for us. She was All-State last year as a sophomore. Her freshman and sophomore year, both she averaged right 13 points a game. This year she's taking that up just a little bit to around 16 points a game now. She's the floor general for us. She gets us into the offense. She does a great job of taking care of the basketball, breaking presses, whatever needs to be done to get us into the half-court setting. She usually takes on one of the best 2 defenders on the guards for the other team. She's a good leader for us. So she does a lot for us.
Charlie, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Talk a little bit about what you kind of think your roles and responsibilities are on the team.
I definitely think I play kind of a leadership as well as Courtney because she's a senior. But taking the ball up the court, being the point guard, definitely takes a big leadership role because if Culpepper's not calling a play, I got to think of something real fast to call up the play or get something going for our team. That way we can score on it. And so last year I had to do the same thing, but Myra would help big time because she could also take the ball up, take it on press and stuff. And this year I do most of it, but Claire also helps me on that. So definitely a leadership role.
Do you kind of like the faster pace? Is that something you're more comfortable with?
Yeah, I do like the faster pace. Guarding one of the best girls is kind of tough because you go from a girl moving all the time to then running back to be point guard and pushing the ball. But I like the faster pace for sure.
Coming into this season, coming off of a state championship season, you look at your schedule going into this season. What were some games that you really looked forward to playing? And some of them may still be in front of you, but are there some games that you really kind of maybe put a little X by on in your schedule?
Well, to start off the season, I was really excited for the Tipton tournament because last year we saw California win to overtime, so I knew that game was pretty hyped. So whenever we got ranked first and California was second, I knew that was going to be a big game. So come the championship, I was really excited, really pumped, and we executed really well. Ended up winning by 15, 20. And so we executed well with that. And then I was really excited to play Skyline because we were ranked first and they were second, so that was also going to be a really close game. And so just to see how they play, because we know we'll see them again sometime in the season, hopefully. So that was a really cool game to play.
Going back to your freshman year to now where you are, has your position or maybe even your roles changed at all? I mean, maybe the leadership role has changed, but you're still playing the same position.
Yeah, I'm still playing the same position. My freshman year, I took the ball up quite a bit, but definitely from then to now, it's a big change. I'm way more of a leadership role because I could rely on Kenna was our senior. I could rely on Myra, Breyer, still them, and just as I've gotten older, it's just more people can rely on me now instead of me being a freshman relying on others.
Outstanding. Well, Charlie, hey, congratulations on being part of the Lionel Labor's Local 663 Missouri State High School Team of the Week.
Thank you.
And Coach, tell us a little bit about Courtney and what she does.
Yeah, Courtney Edwards, she's our senior. She does a great job for us. Courtney's been on varsity for 4 years. So, she's got to experience, a couple Final Fours and a state championship for us. Her role kind of has definitely changed a lot through the years when she was a freshman. And it was just like, hey, go in there and shoot threes and, see what happens. And, last year even, Courtney as a junior last year, her role was much different than it is this year. There was a lot of upperclassmen last year, and Courtney's role last year was play defense, rebound, knock down open threes. This summer, Courtney kind of found her own role through the summer, which is the role I wanted her to have, which was to be a leader on the team. Courtney does a great job in practice every day of communicating to her teammates. Whenever she's not happy with effort or whatever the case is, and sometimes as a coach, your voice becomes, something that is just always heard. So, it doesn't do as much to get kids focused whenever you're the one always talking. So it's much better to have, players like Courtney who, is a leader on the team who can, communicate lack of effort plays or lack of focus and get kids focused, because peer-to-peer is always better than coach to player. So, she does a great job for us. And on the court, Courtney hardly ever leaves the court because she does such a good job on defense, whether it's talking and communicating or rebounding on offense. She's really stepped up her game this year, attacking the rim. So, Courtney's just done a great job overall this year of expanding her role to really, she does a lot of different things in a lot of different areas. She's kind of that Swiss Army knife.
Very good. Well, Courtney, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Tell us a little bit about that change in your role. What's maybe been the toughest thing about having to change roles and responsibilities?
Yeah, it's been really tough. I actually prepared myself for it this year, senior. It's my last year. This is all I got. I knew that my team was young. A lot of people are young on our team, and lots of people have not had the experiences me and Charlie have had. So I'm just trying to help everybody work it through positive, and sometimes, you got to get under their skin a little bit and tell them effort equals consistency, keep working hard, don't give up. That's a big thing this year. Lots of our girls are young. They don't know to keep pushing, because Tipton basketball is way different than any basketball. You work hard, and then you get what you deserve at the end.
If you could go back, Courtney, to your maybe 8th grade year or that freshman year and give yourself some advice based on what you know right now, what would you go back and tell your younger self, your 8th grade freshman self? What advice would you give that Courtney Edwards?
I would give her more, be confident, just always do what you think is best. Team effort's always good, and then sometimes, if one of our best players is locked up, well, then that means our second best player is going to be locked up. So you have to, the next step, you have to step up your game and, rebound, drive. Freshman year, we had a lot of good people. My junior, sophomore year, all 4 years of high school, I've had great people to play with. I'd never change that. Just would probably be a little more confident and probably drive a little bit more and shoot.
Were there players, as you were coming up, your freshman, sophomore year, were there players that were seniors that you were kind of maybe your role models that maybe took you under their wing and kind of said, hey, this is how we do it. This is what we need to do. And then that's kind of what you're trying to do right now. Who were some of those people that influenced you?
My sister, Macy Edwards, I got to play with her for a year. Charlie's sister, Kylie, she was like the mom of the team, so she really helped. Gracie Wireman, she's just a hustler, and you don't want to get on her bad side, but she would still help us. She still cared about us. So they helped. And then, of course, last year, Kenna Bixler always helped because she's been there all 4 years. And then, like, Myra, Breyer, all of them, they always want you to do good. So they'd always be there to help you no matter what. Or even some yelling that always helped me, made me mad. I'd listen to them, and I trusted them.
And Courtney, you're a senior. You're in your last semester of high school. What, if any, plans have you made towards next year?
I'm not completely sure yet. I'm still undecided. Just trying to get through the year first, and then we'll see what happens.
All right. Very good. Well, Courtney, again, congratulations on being part of Lionel Labor's Local 663 Team of the Week in the Missouri State High School.
Thank you.
Coach, and again, visiting with the Tipton Cardinals, head girls basketball coach Jason Culpepper. Coach, tell us a little bit about what you've got coming up. I know you've got Jeff City on your schedule. Northwest at Hughesville is undefeated. I don't know much about them, but tell us about your remaining schedule.
Yeah, we have kind of start here in January, play pretty heavy conference play. So we'll have a lot of conference games here in the next 4 weeks, but we also have some non-conference games mixed in there. One of those games is next Monday. We host Jeff City Jays on Monday. They're a much bigger school, athletic, deep team, so we're looking forward to that challenge. And then on Tuesday of next week, we turn around and we get to play Northwest Hughesville at Hughesville, and they are last time I looked 15-0, 16-0, something like that, undefeated team in our conference. So that's always going to be important matchup for conference standings and things of that nature. But we're really looking forward to those 2 games next week, and moving forward through the season, we have a few other games mixed in there. One of them with North Callaway at the Hall of Fame Classic up there at Father Tolton, and then most of the rest of them are just conference play from there.
Outstanding. Well, Coach, as always, I greatly appreciate you kind of helping set this up. I know we haven't visited since your state championship last year, but congratulations on a great start, and hopefully we'll get to see you in the Final Four again this year.
Yep, that'd be great.
Ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're watching the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com. As always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol remind us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow, and we'll be right back.
Imagine a bank that goes where you go, creating seamless solutions for every step in your financial journey, allowing you to manage your money the way you want to, with a banking relationship that makes every day extraordinary. Imagine a world full of possibilities, always within reach. Central Bank. We do banking better.